Morning. Just getting going. Woke up around 6. Had a quick breakfast and just got everything packed up as quick as I could. Had another pretty shitty night last night. Just that wind just kept me up. The tent was flapping into my face. And then when the wind would blow really hard, the condensation would drip down onto me, and just kind of a long, miserable night. Not a whole lot of good, deep sleep at all. Today we have a little over 15 to Scissors Crossing, where we're going to hitch to the Banner Reservation Ranch, which is where we're going to be staying tonight. Again, today looks like mostly declines, so it shouldn't be a terribly difficult day. But I am a little sore from yesterday for sure. Taped up those couple blisters to try to keep those at bay. I received word this morning from back home that a longtime friend of mine passed away in a motorcycle accident last night. Rest in peace, homie. I'm gonna miss seeing you around. Next beer's for you. I was talking to Ken this morning. He is going by Geezer now, by the way. But he asked me how old I was, and I asked him because we didn't know each other's ages. You know, we're both in our 30s and 40s, and we were just saying it's kind of funny that that age group just isn't very represented out here on these long trails. It's a lot of older folks who are retired or divorced or situations like that, and then it's also a lot of younger folks who have just gotten out of college or even high school. But 30s and 40s, few and far between. Usually people our age are, you know, caught up with their careers or raising kids or whatever else. So it's funny, he's probably the oldest of our little group that we got going on, and then I think the youngest is 22. And it's just funny, you bond with these people so much out here doing the same thing, but your age difference is pretty large. No, I think I'll go this way. I was told that this isn't going to be green for very much longer. It'll be brown and dry pretty soon. My dogs are barking today. Between the blisters and just sore feet from the long day yesterday, I'm feeling it. The water tank is about a mile from here, which means we're probably a little over 5 miles in for the day. So we're making good timing. Keep up this pace, we'll be in town fairly early. People got too much time on your hands. Gotta get hiking. Don't got time for all that. This trail might not be the best for someone that's afraid of heights, I'll say that. Doesn't really bother me much, but Looking way down there, looks like a little community or something. I wonder if that's the ranch that we're headed to. It's been a hot one. Got about 4 miles left. Just kind of been pushing, trying to get to the road as quick as I can. I know some of the others I think are waiting for me to hitch in, but we should be there within 2 hours, so that's good. And now I'm looking down here at that little community or whatever you want to call it. It almost looks like it's a RV park or something. Definitely not where I'm headed, but yeah, these town days are usually just all about getting to the road crossing. Unless you do this shit, you don't really think about it. I'm sure a lot of y'all think that, you know, it must be great to go into a town and just kick your feet up and relax for a night and sleep in a real bed. But that's really not how it is. I mean, you have to catch a ride in somehow, and that's usually after hiking for half the day or part of the day. And then once you get to wherever you're staying, if you're staying, you got to find somewhere to shower, you have to do your laundry, you have to get your resupply, all these things, charge all your electronics, and it just takes up all your time. You don't really get to just sit and relax all that much. The only time we're really relaxing is when we take 0 days or days off, and those are usually, I don't know, every 200 miles, every 2 weeks, somewhere in that range. It's not very often. And doing these vlogs added a whole other aspect to it, because now whenever I'm in town I need to upload videos, I need to edit. And like, for instance, today there was a cheaper option to, you know, stay in a tent at this ranch, but I can't really do that because I need to charge all my stuff to get me through the next few days of filming and editing and, you know, all that. So it's just a lot to think about. You wouldn't think so, but the actual hiking part is the most relaxing part of these journeys. And that looks like the town of Julian in the distance. Finally had some decent service, so I checked the tracking on my shoes, and they were delivered this morning to Mount Laguna Lodge. So I gave them a call, talked to John again. He had already bounced it to Warner Springs, so that's all taken care of. Makes me feel a lot better. Tell you what, I've heard a lot of people say negative things about the employees at the lodge there, but John, he's my guy. Good dude. I appreciate you, buddy. On the main street in the town of Julian. I got out there to Scissors Crossings, and there was already a trail angel waiting there. His name was Ghost. He gave me and a couple other hikers a ride, so thank you, Ghost. Didn't even have to put my thumb out. He was already there waiting, so that was great. I'm gonna hit the grocery store, get my food, and then try to get back to Banner Ranch so that I can check into our place and get everything situated. Sorry, I couldn't get the camera out all that much. Being in town, it was just kind of like a vortex, you know. Went into Julian, got my resupply at the market deli right in the center of town there. Just a few days into Warner Springs, so I got about 3 to 4 days worth of food. Nothing crazy. Then we went to Mom's Pies, which is where they give every PCT hiker a free slice of pie, free coffee. Even cooler, I ran into Lil Chap and Roadrunner while we were walking through town there. And I didn't get to see him very much, but they're heading out tomorrow, we're heading out tomorrow. It's likely that we'll be doing similar mileage. Oh, here's the donkeys again. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm sure we'll be doing similar mileage, so maybe I'll get to camp with those guys tomorrow. I'm not sure. As of right now, we are at the Banner Ranch where we're staying for the night. Just kind of getting situated. I'll show you the tiny home. We're going to get laundry going, get our showers, and then they have like a store and a little hangout place here where they have pool tables and TVs and things like that. So I'll show you guys all that stuff in a minute. So this is the string of tiny homes, very similar to Mount Laguna, and we found out that the two places are actually affiliated. I guess it's run by the same people. This little green one here is ours. This is home for the night. Got a bed up there. I think it's the same thing on this side. Yep, same deal. Oh. Bathroom, shower. Not bad. All right, I am showered, feeling clean. Feels amazing. Nothing beats a shower after like 7 days of hiking. It's just the best feeling in the world. I'm up here tucked away in my loft. All the others are up at the little store slash hangout spot up at the top of the ranch. I want to go join them in a little bit. I've got to get some editing done. It's a pretty cool place. It's chill. Not a whole lot going on. We thought there'd be more of a kind of party vibe here. I think a lot of times there is, but there's just not many hikers here at the moment. I think there's a lot behind us, a lot ahead of us, but it's pretty much just our little group here as far as I know. Tomorrow I'm looking at probably somewhere between 10 and 15. I don't want to do anything crazy tomorrow. There's a long water carry out of here. I think we have to plan to carry for like 20 miles out of here tomorrow. So that's going to suck, but got to kind of get used to it, I guess. Anyway, probably won't film too much more tonight unless I go up and hang out with the others. Otherwise, I'll see y'all in the morning. Nate and Loren, love you guys. That's all I got. Good night. Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure how many days it's been now, but we are getting a very late start. Checkout here at Banner Ranch was 10 a.m. It's about 10:30 right now. Figured we might as well take advantage of the power and all that stuff. So got really good sleep last night on their beds. Probably the best sleep I've had in a week. Planning to do somewhere around 13 miles to a water cache. There's no water from here until this cache, so we're pretty much carrying enough to last us the whole day. So packs are feeling a little heavy, especially with the full resupply. The other guy that stayed with us, Dream, he left early this morning. He had to go into town and still do his resupply and stuff. We just talked to him on the phone. He's actually still in town, so probably won't be seeing him till late tonight, if at all. But Geezer and I are here at the store. We're gonna throw our thumbs out here and try to get a ride back to trail. Back out here on trail. Pretty quick and easy hitch. got picked up by a guy who I guess was hanging out with Geezer and them at the store last night. I didn't see him because I didn't go up there, but it's how it works a lot of times. People either are hikers or a family of hikers or people that you see in town or whatever. They just know what you're doing, know where you're going. It's usually no issue. It's pretty rare that you just get picked up by a random person who doesn't really understand what you're doing. Back there under the bridge at Scissors Crossing, they had the water cache. That's the last of the water, like I said, for pretty much for the day here. So I've got 3 liters on me, should be fine. They also had some lawn chairs and things under there. Good little hangout spot, probably a good place to camp too, but not gonna sit there and hang around. It's late in the day. I haven't been hiking long, maybe an hour if that. It's got to be the hottest day we've had so far. Or maybe it's just the fact that, you know, we started in the hottest part of the day. There wasn't really any warm-up time needed. Just found that sitting on a rock up here. It's ice cold. I don't know if someone fills it every day or what. It says if you're thirsty, drink it. If you're compassionate, carry it ahead. Leave it on the trail somewhere. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good spot for it here, so I'm just going to leave it. But whoever put it there, thanks. I'm sure that could really save someone. There's another one tucked in the rocks here. Jean Marie Arrigo, Hal Brody, San Diego. Maybe they hike up here and fill these every day. I don't know. Kind of cool though. Unexpected trail magic. I always peek behind me every now and then to make sure a cougar isn't stalking me or something like that, but I kept seeing this shiny thing way off in the distance. Now that it's closer to me, I can see it's fucking Geezer's sun umbrella. He's about right above my pole there. Not sure if it'll come through on the video or not, but it's exactly what it is. Starting to get fucking hungry. Problem with this kind of hiking is there's really nowhere to sit and get away from the sun. You're just constantly having the sun beat on you. There's no shade trees or anything like that to sit under while you eat, so you really just don't feel like it, but I'm gonna have to shortly. Geezer and I were kind of laughing, saying that we feel like we're already hitting hiker hunger, which that's not, definitely not the case, but it feels that way. Like I was starving going into town yesterday. That sandwich I got at the deli was so fucking good. And then as soon as we got to the ranch, we were both fucking starving again. But there weren't many food options there, and we couldn't really dig into our packs because we only have enough to get us to the next town. So just kind of had to deal with it. Did stop and have lunch a few minutes ago. Geezer caught up. Sat under a little bush. I had Spam on a wrap, per usual. While we were sitting there, he gave me a little lesson on a lot of the flora that we could see from where we were sitting. It's something I'm not good at, but I'm trying to remember a lot of the ones that he said. I know he said these ones here with the stalk, they call them century trees because they say it takes a century for them to fully grow. These round cacti with the yellow fruit on top, he called those barrel cactuses. Barrel cactus? Barrel cacti? I guess these ones down here that look like they're dead, they're not actually dead, and they have little thorns on them. I think he said that they're called mesquite trees. Some of these other regular ass trees, he said, are juniper trees. I don't fucking know. It's all new to me. I feel like I'm walking on fucking Mars. I felt it break free. Second one. Foot's hanging out. Now at least they match on both sides. Hey. What do we got? I don't know. 30 more miles or so in them. We'll be all right. Great to do with fucked up shoes, honestly. I think one of the worst things in the world is when you're hiking through the hot desert and you reach back and grab your water bottle and take a sip of your sun-heated water. And it just does nothing for you except keep you alive. Not dying today. Not today. All right, everyone, you saw the water cache. Very nice that they do that. We're kind of relying on it out here, so thank you. Coming up toward the trail from the water cache, a bunch of little spots. I'm gonna take this little one here, and I think tonight I may just cowboy camp. I don't really feel like setting up the tent, and I think the weather's supposed to be nice. There's no wind down here, so why not? All right, y'all, this is kind of the setup for a good cowboy camp. A lot of people are a little weirded out about that at first, but I fucking love it because I can actually stretch out and like sleep comfortably. I don't have to, you know, sleep in the fetal position or whatever to keep myself off of my tent and shit. So I love it. Plus you got a nice view of the sky at night, which is amazing. I've got the official PCT tan line going on, and what I mean by that is just dirt. I don't get tan, so and that is just from one day of hiking. Remember, I showered yesterday. Tonight's a good night because it's a double ramen night, and we got lime chili shrimp flavor, which I've never had. I went through a lot of phases. Oh my lord, look at me. I went through a lot of phases on the AT with ramen. I got really sick of it, but sometimes I just crave it, man, and I'm really excited to eat it tonight for whatever reason. I just saw a post on the PCT Facebook group today about a hiker who had to press his SOS button because he spilled his boiling water on him, and I guess he got really badly burnt. Who does that make me think of, Squincy boy? No, but in reality, it's a pretty common thing, so make sure you're safe when you're cooking your dinner each night. All right, everyone, had my double ramen. Super good. That flavor was actually really spicy, so that's right up my alley. Had dinner with Geezer and another girl that has been hiking around us. And then we just chatted for a little while until the sun went down. I haven't even looked into tomorrow, so I guess we'll figure that out in the morning. As I was getting my shit together and, you know, putting my food bag away or whatever, a fucking mouse came running straight up toward my sleeping bag, so I really hope that I'm not fighting off mice all night. But honestly, this is a better situation because then at least I don't run the risk of having them chew through my tent. So Just have to protect the food bag. Anyway, I'm tired. I appreciate all y'all tuning in as always. Dunbar, love you, fool. All right, good night all. See you in the morning.